Musical notes. Epic orchestral music builds. Musical notes flashing across the screen. A montage of Godzilla stomping through Tokyo in 1954, battling King Ghidorah in the 60s, teaming up with Mothra, and unleashing his atomic breath in the latest films. The iconic roar echoes as the title appears. Godzilla's Legacy, celebrating 70 years of the iconic monster. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel where we dive into all things epic and legendary. Today, we're celebrating a gargantuan milestone, 70 years of the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. Grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's journey through the colossal legacy of this iconic beast. The birth of a legend. So, to truly appreciate Godzilla, we've got to rewind the clock to where it all began. Back in the early 1950s, Japan was grappling with the aftermath of World War II. The memories of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were still raw, and the Cold War was stirring global anxiety about nuclear weapons. It was in this climate that the creators at Toho Studios envisioned a creature that embodied these fears. In 1954, director Ishiro Honda unleashed Gojira upon the world. This wasn't just another monster flick, it was a powerful metaphor for nuclear devastation. Godzilla emerged from the depths of the ocean, awakened and mutated by atomic bomb testing. He was a walking, roaring symbol of destruction. The original film was dark, somber, and packed a serious punch. It reflected the collective trauma of a nation and served as a cautionary tale about the perils of nuclear warfare. Audiences in Japan resonated deeply with it, and soon, the rest of the world took notice. Godzilla didn't just stomp through cities, it smashed its way into cinematic history, birthing the kaiju, giant monster, genre and setting the stage for countless stories to come. Evolution of Godzilla through the eras. Over the decades, Godzilla has undergone some wild transformations. Let's break down his epic evolution. The Showa era, 1954 to 1975. In the Showa era, Godzilla's image began to shift. Initially a terrifying force of nature, he gradually became, well, kind of a hero. Movies like Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, showcased Godzilla defending Earth against alien threats. Along the way, we met other unforgettable monsters, the mystical Mothra, the fiery Rodan, and the diabolical King Ghidorah. The tone of the films lightened up, embracing a more fun and adventurous spirit. Godzilla even started dancing. Yes, dancing. The big guy showed off some moves in Invasion of Astro Monster. The Heisei era, 1984 to 1995. Fast forward to the Heisei era, and things got serious again. The 1984 film, The Return of Godzilla, rebooted the franchise, ignoring all the lighter sequels after the original. This period re-established Godzilla as a menacing force. The special effects got a major upgrade, and the stories delved deeper into sci-fi and environmental themes. Remember, Godzilla vs. Biollante? That movie introduced a monster created from Godzilla's cells mixed with a rose. Talk about a botanical nightmare. The Millennium Era, 1999 to 2004. The Millennium Era shook things up by treating each film as a standalone story, providing fresh takes on the Godzilla mythos. Godzilla 2000 reintroduced him yet again, battling new foes like Orga. Then came Godzilla Final Wars in 2004, which was like the ultimate monster smackdown. It featured a massive roster of kaiju and was a total blast for longtime fans. The Reiwa Era, 2016 present. Most recently, we've entered the Reiwa Era. Shin Godzilla, 2016, offered a bold reimagining, portraying Godzilla as an ever-evolving creature and delivering sharp commentary on government bureaucracy. We've also seen the rise of animated Godzilla, with Netflix releasing a trilogy of anime films in the series, Godzilla Singular Point. These ventures have expanded the lore in intriguing ways, blending classic elements with new sci-fi twists. Godzilla goes global. Godzilla isn't just a Japanese icon, he's a global phenomenon. Godzilla in Hollywood. Hollywood first took a crack at Godzilla in 1998. Directed by Roland Emmerich, this version, well, let's just say it didn't quite hit the mark. Fans criticized it for straying too far from the source material. The design of Godzilla was radically different, and the storytelling lacked that classic Godzilla essence. The MonsterVerse series. Redemption came in 2014 when Legendary Pictures launched the MonsterVerse with a new Godzilla film. This reboot respected the original while bringing stunning modern visuals. Then came Kong, Skull Island, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and the epic showdown, Godzilla vs. Kong, in 2021. These films built a shared universe where massive titans roamed and clashed. It was a kaiju fan's dream come true. Cultural exchange. This global embrace of Godzilla highlights an awesome cultural exchange. Western films incorporated elements of the original Japanese stories while adding their own flair. It's a testament to Godzilla's universal appeal and his role in bridging cinematic traditions. Themes and symbolism. Sure, watching monsters duke it out is fun, but Godzilla's stories often carry deeper meanings. Nuclear anxiety. From the get-go, Godzilla symbolized the destructive power of nuclear weapons. His very existence is a byproduct of mankind's tampering with atomic energy. Throughout the series, this theme persists, reminding us of the catastrophic consequences of our actions. Environmentalism. Later films began to explore environmental themes. Godzilla became nature's fury incarnate, retaliating against humanity's pollution and ecological damage. Movies like Godzilla vs. Hedorah directly addressed issues like industrial waste and air pollution. Humanity's hubris. At its core, the franchise often critiques humanity's arrogance. Whether it's reckless scientific experimentation or overconfidence in controlling nature, Godzilla serves as a gargantuan wake-up call. It's like the universe saying, "Think you're in charge? Think again." Godzilla's rogues gallery. What's a king without challengers to his throne? Iconic adversaries. Godzilla's faced off against some truly legendary creatures. There's King Ghidorah, the three-headed space dragon, a perennial rival. Mechagodzilla, his mechanical doppelganger, brings the firepower. And who could forget Destoroyah, spawned from the weapon that originally killed Godzilla in 1954. Alliances and team-ups. Sometimes, enemies become allies. Godzilla has teamed up with monsters like Mothra and Rodan to combat greater threats. These alliances add layers to his character and make for some epic team-ups. Monster design and abilities. Each of Godzilla's foes brings unique designs and powers to the table. From Biolante's plant-based horror to the sleek menace of Gigan with his buzzsaw belly, these monsters reflect a blend of cultural myths and imaginative sci-fi. Behind the scenes. Let's peel back the curtain and see how the magic happens. Special effects evolution. In the early days, suitmation was the name of the game, actors in suits stomping through miniature sets. Effects maestro Eiji Tsuburaya pioneered techniques that brought these giants to life. As technology advanced, so did the effects. Animatronics, CGI, and motion capture have all played a role in modernizing Godzilla while retaining the soul of the original methods. Music and sound design. Godzilla's roar is as iconic as he is. Created using a leather glove coated in pine tar resin along a double bass string, it's a sound that sends chills down spines. Composer Akira Ifukube crafted musical themes that became synonymous with Godzilla's presence: grand, ominous, and unforgettable. Filmmaking challenges. Filming Godzilla movies has never been easy. Imagine the heat inside those monster suits. Actors had to endure tough conditions, but their dedication helped create some of cinema's most memorable moments. Godzilla's impact on pop culture. Godzilla's footprint on pop culture is as massive as, well, his actual footprints. Influence on films and media. Countless films, TV shows, and books have drawn inspiration from Godzilla. From direct homages to subtle nods, his influence is everywhere. He's been referenced in everything from Pacific Rim to Stranger Things. Merchandise and collectibles. The merchandising machine is unstoppable. Action figures, posters, video games, you name it. There's a thriving collector community, with some rare items becoming holy grails for fans. Fan culture and conventions. Events like G-Fest bring enthusiasts together to celebrate all things Godzilla. These gatherings are a testament to the enduring love and excitement that the character inspires. Legacy and continuing relevance. After 7 decades, Godzilla is still going strong. What's his secret? Academic and cultural studies. Scholars have analyzed Godzilla films for their social, political, and environmental commentary. They've become case studies in cinema classes and discussions about film as a reflection of society. Godzilla as a symbol. Godzilla represents more than a monster. He's a symbol of our fears, mistakes, and the power of nature. His stories adapt to the times, tackling contemporary issues and remaining relevant. Inspiring future generations. Up-and-coming filmmakers and artists cite Godzilla as a major influence. His legacy encourages creativity and a willingness to tackle big themes within genre storytelling. The future of the King of Monsters. So, what's next for our colossal friend? Upcoming projects. As of now, there are exciting whispers about new movies and series in development. Toho has hinted at expanding the Godzilla universe even further. Stay tuned for official announcements. Fan expectations and theories. The fandom is buzzing with theories. Will there be more MonsterVerse films? Could we see a crossover with other iconic monsters? The possibilities are endless, and speculation is half the fun. Godzilla in the digital age. Godzilla's also making waves in gaming and online media. Games like Godzilla, Battleline, and appearances in Fall Guys show he's embracing the digital realm. Virtual reality Godzilla experience. Anyone? Reflecting on 70 years. From his grim beginnings in 1954 to his status as a global icon, Godzilla's tale is nothing short of legendary. He's destroyed cities, saved the world, and entertained millions. It's been an incredible 70 years. The enduring appeal. Godzilla endures because he evolves. He mirrors our world, our fears, and our hopes. Whether as a terrifying force or a heroic protector, he resonates with audiences across generations. Closing remarks. So here's to Godzilla, the king of the monsters. Thank you for roaring your way into our hearts and reminding us of the awe-inspiring power of storytelling. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button, share with your fellow kaiju fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic content. Tribute to creators and contributors. A massive shout out to all the visionary filmmakers, actors, artists, and crew who have brought Godzilla to life over the decades. Your creativity and passion have built a legacy that stands tall. Thanking the fans. And of course, a huge thank you to all of you, the fans. Your love and enthusiasm keep the spirit of Godzilla alive and roaring. Fire. Cue a powerful montage set to an epic score. Godzilla's first roar, his battle with Mechagodzilla, teaming up with King Kong, and finally, his silhouette fading into a fiery sunset. Fire. And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining me on this colossal adventure. Until next time, keep embracing the epic tales that shape our world. Stay legendary. Musical notes. Music fades out with the sound of Godzilla's roar echoing one last time. Musical notes.